Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss some important numericals of our chapter Nuclei in Physics second term for class 12th. Our first question is, explain how the neutron to proton ratio changes during an alpha decay of a nucleus. Here we have to show that if the number of neutrons to proton ratio increases or it decreases after an alpha decay of a nucleus. Explaining this question, I have taken the example where uranium is converting into thorium after a alpha decay. So here the atomic number of uranium is 92. So after alpha decay, its atomic number will decrease by 2. That is, it will become 90. And its atomic mass is 238, so it will decrease by 4 and it will convert into 234 after a alpha decay. So now checking the neutron to proton ratio before and after a alpha decay. Before the neutron to proton ratio, the number of neutrons are atomic mass minus the number of protons. So here atomic mass is 238 minus number of protons, which is equal to atomic number of the element, that is 92. So we get 146 as number of neutrons, and number of proton is atomic number of that element, that is 92. On dividing this number we get 1.58. Talking about after the alpha decay, the neutron will be atomic mass minus atomic number, that is 234 minus 90, which is equal to 144, and number of protons will be 90. After dividing this we get 1.6. So we can clearly see that 1.6 is greater than 1.58. So the neutron to proton ratio increases after a alpha decay. Moving to next question. Question number 2 says, explain how the neutron to proton ratio in a nucleus increase or decrease due to beta decay. In first question we have discussed the matter of alpha decay. In this question we will discuss about beta decay. In beta decay we know that the atomic number increases by 1 and the mass number remains same. So I will take an example, then I will explain you further. We have taken the example of bismuth having atomic number 83 and atomic mass 210. On undergoing a beta decay, its atomic number will increase by 1, that is 84, and it will convert into molybdenum with same atomic mass as 210. Now checking the neutron to proton ratio. So the number of neutron is equal to the atomic mass minus the number of protons, that is the atomic number of that element. So 210 minus 83 will be equal to 127 upon the number of proton is similar as the atomic number of that element, so it will be equal to 83. On dividing this quantity we get 1.53. Following the similar thing after a beta decay, the neutron to proton ratio become 210 minus 84 upon 84, so it will come up to 126 upon 84. On dividing it we will get 1.50. So we can clearly see that the 1.53 is greater than 1.50. So the neutron to proton ratio was greater before. So the neutron to proton ratio decreases after a beta decay. Question number 3 says that if the ratio of the atomic mass of two atoms is 27:125, then find the ratio of their nuclear radii. We have given two atoms. The ratio of their atomic mass is given as 27:125. Then we have to find the ratio of their nuclear radii. So we know the relation that the nuclei radii is directly proportional to 1/3 power of its atomic mass. From where on removing this proportionality we get a constant R0 here. So we can find the ratio of first atom radii to second atom radii. We have, this is the radius of first nucleus and this is the radius of second nucleus. On dividing them, we can write this equal to A1 upon A2 and their power as 1 by 3, where A1 is the mass of first atom and A2 is the mass of second atom. Now putting the values of A1 and A2, as we know in mathematics, if we have different base with similar power in division, so we can combine them and put their power as single. Following the same rule here, we will get A1 upon A2 raised to the power 1 by 3, and it is already given that A1 ratio A2 is 27 ratio 125. So we can put here 27 upon 125 in the place of A1 upon A2 raised to the power 1 by 3. Here we know that this 27 is equal to 3 raised to the power 3. So we can write 3 raised to the power 3 in the place of 27. Similarly, 125 is 5 raised to the power 3. Whole raised to the power 1 by 3. Now, in mathematics, we have a rule. If a raised to the power m whole raised to the power n is given, then these power are in multiplication. Similarly here, these power will be in multiplication. So we can write it as 3 raised to the power 3 into 1 by 3 upon 5 raised to the power 3 into 1 by 3. Now this 3 and 3 will be cancelled out and we will left with 3 raised to the power 1 upon 5 raised to the power 1, that is 3 ratio 5 is the answer. So it is the ratio of their radii.